I think we've got a lot of reporters who are getting us the latest. Amit Bhardwaj is at the crash site while we give you the human face. And we're trying very hard to, because this is the time where the lines of dignity, grace sometimes can blur. We are trying to talk to only those families that have reached out to us who want to speak with us. Like what you saw, Miss Three behind, it's what you see is utter heartbreak. Like I said, this is the human face of it, and the emotional side of the story, weighs way more heavy than the tactical side, the investigative side. The crash site is a disaster zone. If you look at it physically, this hospital will tear you apart emotionally if you stand here for 2 hours. I wish this on no one, or what I have seen since last night. I wish this of no one, not to come and look and see if they find their loved one's name, their family's name in the list of injured. Not even to come and see that maybe I can identify that body, but to wait here, an agonizing wait, to give your sample, DNA sample, and hope it matches a body, it matches a body part. It's come down to that. And then wait on for 3 or 4 days. I want to cut across right now. I'm at the civil hospital. I want to cut across to my colleague Sahil Joshi, who is joining us live from the crash site. Sahil, investigative agencies there, what we've been given to understand, AIIB is investigating the air crash, the first for the Dreamliner, one of the worst in Indian recorded aviation history. The debris spread out over 600 to 900 meters, and that will be a task at hand for the agencies, forensic teams to get in whatever data they can. But ultimately, everything rests on the black box. One, which is at the tail end assembly of the aircraft, which has been lodged in to the mess of the BJ Medical Hostel. The other, the front, one which is at the front, and that debris is scattered all across Sahil. What more can you add?
Well, I'm at the crash site at this point of time, and the investigation here is at the full force. You can see the debris are being cleared. The whole area has been cordoned off. Of course, it needs a thorough investigation because this is for the Dreamliner 787. This is the first incidents like this. First accident like this in the whole world. There are total 1,100 Dreamliners right now flying and have flown more than 1 billion passengers. But this is the first time that the falling of Dreamliner has caused a death of 241 of its passengers and crew members. What we are hearing right now is that the Bureau of Civil Aviation, DGCA, are investigating the reasons behind this. The even Air India crew is there. The United States have also sent their agency to probe into because the Boeing is a US-based company, so that is the standard operating procedure for them. The investigation is happening in the 4 parts. The first one is they're collecting the data gathered from the site, the flight data recorders, what we call black box as well. The cockpit voice recorders are also being found. Till now, a black box has not been found. Then there will be witness statements, multiple witness statements will be taken. The physical evidence, the radar data, the air traffic control communications, which clearly says that within few seconds of the flight took off, the pilot immediately informed about the mayday, and he also informed that there is no thrust. He has not been able to fly. It looks like that the engines are not working, and that's why within 30 seconds of time it crashed down. The second part will be the analysis of the whole analysis of the investigation of the data which they have identified. Again, the interviews will be conducted. There is only one survivor, and the survivor has spoken a while back. And he has clearly said that the door got opened. It was pretty close to the ground, and he jumped off from the aircraft, and that's how he saved himself. That is how he has managed to get out. But it is going to be very important investigation because the Dreamliner, which is supposed to be supposed to be for the long journeys, for the long flights, and it has fallen down. Air India has almost 34 Dreamliners in its crew. So for Air India as well, this is going to be a very important investigation, what we can see. How much time it will take, it's going to be very difficult to say at this point of time, because right now they understand that what must have happened, but they are not able to understand that what actually went wrong completely, because as far as Boeing is concerned, this is the third major incident in last 6-7 years. There was one incident with 737 Max, small jets in 2018 and 19, which killed almost 350 passengers and the crew members. But this is one big incident which has created a lot of issues for the Boeing. As you can see right now, there is a team of the forensic investigators. The debris are being cleaned. You can see some action here. You were at the site yesterday. The whole building is blacked out because of the blast which happened inside the aircraft, and the blast was huge because it was the fuel tanks were completely filled because it was just taking off from the airport, and this happened. A lot of people were telling me that the similar incidents happened in 1978, where the aircraft fell down immediately after taking off. Similar incidents with the Air India in Mumbai in 1978, and this is the second major incidents like this with respect to the Air India, and specifically with respect to the Boeing, which for them Dreamliner is one of their major aircrafts which is still in the market. This particular Boeing aircraft, which I've been told apparently joined the Air India crew in early 2014. So this is the 11th year this aircraft was flying, and this incident has created a lot of issues for them. Right now, I can see that this clearing of the debris and everything will go on for a while. Just a while back, as we are speaking right now, the Prime Minister is taking off from Ahmedabad. But just a while back, Prime Minister had a meeting with the members of the DGCA, the officers of the DGCA, Bureau of Civil Aviation, the DGP of Gujarat, the Gujarat government, also the MD of Tata Air India was also present at the meeting. He took stock of the situation, tried to understand how the investigation is going on, and this is what is happening at the site at this point of time. Now, this whole area has been completely cordoned off. The debris are being cleared at this point of time. The Gujarat police, I've seen even NSG commandos here. The DGCA members, the Bureau of Civil Aviation members are also at the site at this point of time. And at the same time, the DNA samples are also being collected because a lot of relatives have been called. In the night yesterday when I was at the airport, I saw that there was a separate counter created for the members of the family who were being assisted by the Gujarat government, that the DNA samples needs to be collected. Till now, almost 200 samples have been collected. Yesterday, Home Minister Amit Shah has clearly said that 1,000 samples will be collected in all in this, and then the rest of the procedure will start. Preeti.